Subaru has one of the safest cars that you can drive on the road today. But why is that? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you 9 key areas as we walk around this 2026 Subaru Outback that make it one of the safest cars you can drive. Some things that are kind of hidden throughout the car that you may not know by reading your owner's manual. You may not know until you actually drive the car, or even know that some of these exist until somebody points it out to you. So we're going to uncover that and more in today's video. And while we are looking at a 2026 Subaru Outback, a lot of this information does apply to older Subarus as well as different models. So not just the Outback, but the Forester, the Crosstrek, so on and so forth. However, it's not a guarantee that every bit of information that I share with you in today's video is going to be applicable to your exact Subaru. And so if you do have questions on whether or not your Subaru has some of the things that I'm talking about in today's video, comment down below and I'll do my best to answer that for you. Whether you have a Subaru Outback like we have here in front of us today, a Forester, a Crosstrek, or even a smaller Subaru like the Legacy with the sedan, they are all built with a very strong frame design. And one thing that's really unique with these Subarus, if you look in your door jamb of your passenger area, you'll notice a little latch. This little latch here has a hook, a corresponding hook with a steel beam that goes up the side of the door. And when closed, that adds some additional structural integrity to the car. Think of it this way: if you get involved in a rear-end collision and that rear hatch crumples in, you don't want the doors caving in as well. And that steel beam will help keep you and your passengers safer in the event of an accident. Another unique thing with Subarus is that they have boxer engines. Now, if you've ever heard of people reference the Subaru boxer engine and wondered what that means, it's just simply referencing the way that the pistons are firing. So they're firing left to right, kind of like boxing gloves, fighting back and forth, versus vertical up and down like other engines would have. And so the uniqueness with this is that the engine profile is horizontal and laid out across the engine bay versus vertical like you may see in some other style engines. Now, the benefit to the boxer engine and the horizontal profile is that it allows the engine to sit down low in the bay of the car. You can see here, I don't quite know exactly how big of a difference there is, a few inches, that the engine sits down below the hood line, providing a lower center of gravity. And lower center of gravity means more stability and more control as you are driving your car, going through turns and bends in the road. This can help provide a more stable ride, decrease body roll, and overall provide a safer driving experience. And another thing to think about is that with the lower center of gravity, that also probably provides less likelihood of rollover if you're ever involved in a side impact collision. And not only does that help with lowering the center of gravity, but that also helps with outward visibility. Think of it this way: because that engine is positioned lower in the bay, the hood is also positioned lower, sloping down, providing better outward visibility when you're looking out ahead over your Subaru. And speaking of visibility, that gets me to the third thing that I want to note in today's video, and that is about the blind spot and the outward visibility of your Subaru. If you look at Subarus, you will notice that on the mirrors are actually positioned on the side of the door instead of being positioned up here. And so you have this little window here that you can look throughout. You don't have the mirror right here blocking your forward visibility. And then of course in the rear, you have nice large windows, no matter which Subaru SUV that you're looking at, that will have great visibility. Even in some of the sedans like the Legacy and the WRX, you still have great forward and backward visibility in your Subaru. So it's just small things like that with the mirror design that overall provide more safety, more visibility when you're driving, so you can see around your car and see those that might be passing. And of course, a lot of Subarus do now have the blind spot detection, whether standard or optional, depending on the trim level you have, and that will turn on the lights on the inside of the mirror cap, either on the left or the right side mirror, depending on if you have somebody in your blind spot behind you. So maybe you look around your shoulder, you don't think you see somebody there, but as a secondary measure, you can look for that light on the mirror, assuming your car has the blind spot detection. Next up, let's talk about Subaru's EyeSight camera system. This is designed to help prevent forward collision and also control some other cool things like your adaptive cruise control. With the forward collision, those cameras are constantly looking out ahead. If there's an obstacle ahead, it's gonna try to alert you of that, and then shortly thereafter, even slow down the car to hopefully avoid a collision altogether if you're about to run into something. And in recent years, they added a third camera that helps with a wider field of view and can better detect pedestrians or people in crosswalks. Now, the eyesight cameras have not been a standard every year. They first came out with this over 10 years ago on Subarus, and in recent years it has become a standard with the eyesight safety system. I want to say around 2020 model year is when Subaru implemented the eyesight cameras as a standard, and then just within the last year or so they started adding a third camera to some of the models. Those eyesight cameras also help control your adaptive cruise control to provide safer cruise control driving. As an example, if you have your adaptive cruise control turned on, you'll see a little icon up here. You click down to set your speed. Maybe you're going 65 miles an hour down the highway. It sets it at 65 for you, but the car in front of you pulls in front of your lane. They start slowing down maybe to 50 miles an hour. Your car will adjust speed accordingly to pace behind them until they are out of the way. So again, providing safer driving when you're using adaptive cruise control, and you're not having to sit there constantly to fight the cruise control, turning it on and off in those heavy traffic situations. So this is something that can be incredibly valuable when you're on those long road trips, helps cut down on driver fatigue, and overall provides a safer driving experience. And while you're driving down the road, those cameras are also looking for the edge of the road. If there are lane markings there, your car will detect you if you have left your lane. This is called lane departure alert. So if you drift off to the left or the right, it will alert you on the display. And you also have something called lane centering. So when your cruise control is active and you click on this button on the steering wheel that looks like a steering wheel, your lane centering will effectively keep you centered in your lane, helping you avoid crossing lines into oncoming traffic and getting into a collision. Now, this doesn't drive for you. You do still have to have your hands on the wheel, but I will note for the 26 model year only, as of right now, the Outback has something called hands-free assist, and it's only on the Touring and the Touring XT trim line. So it's not on every vehicle, but there are some hands-free capabilities coming to the Subarus right now, only on the Outback Touring and Touring XT. I'll make a video on that in the future because that could be a whole video in and of itself, but you get the idea. Those eyesight cameras control a lot and help provide a safer driving experience, hopefully helping you avoid a collision. Subarus for years have had something called Lane Keep Assist that helps keep you in your lane, but now for the 2026 model year Outback, the 2026 model year Forester, and the 2026 model year Crosstrek, they have something called Emergency Lane Keep Assist. And effectively what this does is if you have your blind spot detection turned on, you're driving on the highway, somebody's coming up from the left, maybe that light is turned on and you don't see it right away and you still try to merge, your car will pull you back in your lane, helping you prevent an accident altogether. So something really cool with some of the brand new 2026 Subaru models. And speaking of rear detection, a lot of Subaru models, this is not standard on all of them, but a lot of Subaru models have both the reverse automatic braking and the rear parking sensor. So as you're backing up towards an object, not only will it show you your distance, it'll beep as you get closer. If there's a moving object behind you, say another car or somebody driving through a grocery parking lot, whatever it might be, it will detect that. And if you get close to an object behind you, maybe it's your garage wall, another car parked behind you, you're backing up. If your car is equipped with this RAB, the reverse automatic braking, it will apply the brakes just before you hit it and help you avoid a collision altogether. For 5 or 6 years now, Subaru has implemented something called driver focus distraction mitigation, and it kind of does exactly as it describes. It helps mitigate against driver distractions. So you're driving down the road, you're looking off to the side, you're looking down, whatever, you're not looking straight ahead. You will have a little alert on your display just reminding you, gentle reminder to pay attention and focus on the road out ahead. This is called driver focus. It used to only be available on certain trim levels like the Outback Limited and Touring or the Legacy Limited and Touring. Subaru does appear to be rolling it out to other models and other trim lines, and as an example, for the 2026 model year Outback, that driver focus is now standard on all trim levels, from the premium trim on up to the highest touring trim level. So something cool to see that Subaru is rolling out on other trim levels, not just the highest ones in their lineup. And lastly, let's talk about visibility again. Subarus now have the standard LED headlights, fog lights on many of their lineup. Many of their models for years now have had that, and not only are they very bright for nighttime visibility, but they have steering responsive headlights in a lot of their lineup, which means that as you are turning and taking turns on those back roads that don't have any street lamps, you're able to see around the bends and the curves much sooner than you otherwise would have been able to see. So this is something that is really nice that we see in your modern Subarus that helps with nighttime visibility. And not only that, but a lot of Subarus now have something called high beam assist built into the car settings. So what this means is if you are driving along, you have your lights set to auto and you turn your high beams on. If somebody is driving towards you, your high beams will drop to low beams, and when that car passes, your low beams will go back to high beams automatically without having to fool with the lever over here on the left side of the steering wheel. And if you want to see a full video on how these light controls work with your Subaru, click on the YouTube card above to the right where I explain that in more detail and how to adjust those settings for yourself. I hope you all have enjoyed today's video and learned something new. If you did, please remember to click the like button before you go. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.